Welcome to Zip News Report. Russia vows response after Ukraine fires long-range U.S. missiles. A senior official confirmed that Ukraine carried out a strike on Russia's Bryansk region using ATACMS missile supplied by the U.S. This marks the first time Ukraine has used these long-range missiles against Russian territory. On the same day, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a decree lowering the threshold for using nuclear weapons, a move condemned by the White House, UK, and European Union as irresponsible. Speaking on the 1,000th day since Russia invaded Ukraine, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov stated that this attack signaled Western countries' desire to escalate the conflict. He emphasized that Russia would treat this as a new phase of the Western war against Russia and respond accordingly. Lavrov mentioned that the 300-kilometer range missiles could not have been used without U.S. technical assistance. Moscow has asserted that the use of Western weapons against its territory makes the U.S. a direct participant in the conflict. Shortly after the confirmation of the strike, President Putin issued a decree enabling Moscow to use nuclear weapons against non-nuclear states like Ukraine, if they are supported by nuclear powers. This new doctrine also permits a nuclear response to a massive air attack with conventional weapons. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov explained that this adjustment was necessary to align their principles with the current situation. In Kyiv, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky criticized G20 leaders for failing to act against Putin's nuclear threats, highlighting the Russian leaders' disinterest in peace. Additionally, a Russian strike in the Sumy region of eastern Ukraine destroyed a residential building, resulting in the deaths of at least 12 people. President-elect Donald Trump has nominated celebrity physician Dr. Mehmet Oz to head the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services (CMS). Trump made the announcement on Tuesday via Truth Social and in a press release to reporters. Dr. Oz will work closely with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to take on the illness industrial complex and all the horrible chronic diseases left in its wake, Trump stated. CMS, part of the Department of Health and Human Services, manages Medicare, Medicaid, and the Affordable Care Act marketplaces, providing health coverage for 155 million Americans. If confirmed, Kennedy will lead the Department of Health and Human Services. Trump highlighted Oz's credentials, noting his graduation from Harvard, his joint ND and MBA from the University of Pennsylvania, and his 9 daytime Emmys for the Dr. Oz Show. Oz, 64, is a cardiothoracic surgeon who gained fame as a frequent guest on the Oprah Winfrey Show before hosting his own health-focused TV talk show for a decade. Oz has faced criticism for promoting controversial health remedies and giving a platform to vaccine denialists like Kennedy. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he advocated for the use of hydroxychloroquine without evidence. Trump's administration may bring changes to Medicare, potentially accelerating its privatization. Oz ran for Senate as a Republican in Pennsylvania in 2022, endorsed by Trump, but lost to Democrat John Fetterman. During his campaign, Oz criticized the government's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, claiming it misled the public. Oz has been accused of promoting questionable health advice. In 2014, he testified before the Senate for false advertising of supplements on his show. In 2015, 10 doctors urged Columbia University to fire him, citing unsupported and contradictory medical advice. Oz is a global advisor for IRP, an online supplement retailer, and frequently recommends their products on social media.